Today I want to share with you some helpful tips on buying and cooking fish. Now, you may have heard that we should be eating more fish for our health, but it can be expensive. So in order to get the most for your money, let's look at some shopping tips and healthy cooking techniques. The American Heart Association recommends eating fish, especially oily fish like salmon, trout, or herring, at least 2 times a week. That's 2 3.5-ounce servings. So here's what a 3.5-ounce portion of cooked fish looks like. It's actually about the size of the palm of my hand. So how can you find bargains on good quality fish when shopping? Well, let's start with the supermarket's weekly sales flyer. Look for what's on sale in the seafood case, but also look in the freezer case for plain, non-breaded fish fillets that are on sale too. This is a package of individually frozen tilapia fillets. Not only is frozen fish often the most affordable option, it's also super convenient because you can just take the amount you need out of the package and keep the rest of it frozen. Now I'm going to wash my hands because I just touched some raw fish, and you always want to wash your hands after you touch raw fish or meat or poultry of any kind. All right, there we go. Now there are lots of great options for cooking and serving these fish fillets. They could be sliced into strips and brushed with a teaspoon or 2 of olive or canola oil and sprinkled with black pepper and then baked for 10 to 15 minutes like this. I like to fill tortillas with baked fish to make these zesty fish tacos. Another quick way to cook fish is on the stove. Now, if you use a non-stick pan like I have, you just need a couple of teaspoons of oil and the fish cooks really fast. Now, these fillets have only been cooking for 3 minutes, but they're already ready to be flipped. And they're only going to need another 3 minutes on the other side. Now, we want the internal temperature to reach 145 degrees Fahrenheit for seafood, and then dinner is served. Now I'm going to show you one last technique and what I think is actually one of the easiest and quickest ways to cook any kind of fish, which is broiling. It's also very budget friendly because it requires a short list of ingredients, just olive or canola oil, and that's it. But if you want to get extra fancy, you can add a small onion, garlic, or vinegar, or lemon juice. So today I'm using frozen fillets that have actually been thawed overnight in the refrigerator in a covered dish. But if you forget to thaw them overnight, then just place them in a leak-proof zip-top plastic bag and just dunk the whole bag in a bowl of very cold water in the sink. Now you want to change the water every 30 minutes so it continues to thaw. A small package of seafood, chicken, or meat like this, about a pound size, may thaw in an hour or less. A 3 to 4 pound package may take 2 to 3 hours. Now, I'm going to place these thawed fillets on a roasting pan that I've already coated with cooking spray, like that, right there. And they are each about 4 ounces, so they'll cook down to about 3.5 ounces, which is the recommended serving size. Now, I'm going to toss in some red onion that's been sliced and also some sliced garlic, like that. That looks yummy. There we go. And then I'm just going to drizzle about 1 to 2 teaspoons of oil on that. There we go. Just like that. And I want to rub it all over on the fish, and that prevents it from drying while it's cooking. Now lastly, I want to sprinkle a little white wine vinegar over the fillets, and this is about 1/4 cup. And then also I want to put some water, which is also about 1/4 cup, just like that. There we go. And you could also use low-sodium chicken broth. Now, you could also use fresh lemon juice instead of the vinegar if you prefer. Now, all that's left is to heat and eat. And I'm going to place this on the top shelf of the oven that's been preheated to broiling. Depending on the thickness of your fillets, the cooking time will vary. For example, thicker salmon fillets will take longer than these thinner tilapia ones, but you will want to start checking at about 7 to 8 minutes. My fillets took about 10 minutes in the oven until they flaked easily with a fork. Now I'll be serving this deliciously broiled fish with steamed veggies and brown rice or corn tortillas. And there you go. A super simple, heart-healthy dinner that took less than 20 minutes in the kitchen and can be adapted to any kind of fish you can catch. And don't forget to check out the many other fish recipes with cooking videos available on heart.org, the website of the American Heart Association. Thanks for watching.